Hola, mi gente. Joe Barreto live from the Credit Card Connection Studios in Brickco, Hackensack, New Jersey. How you doing, mi gente? You know, if it's Tuesday, it is Hola, mi gente night, Wepa Tuesday, whatever you want to call it. I'm so happy to have you all here. We're going to have a great show for you tonight, and it's going to be really different. This is the first time I'm going to have 3 brand new subscribers, never, I believe, seen on anyone else's channel, but we have a lot to bring out to you guys. I want to hit up the chat and thank everyone here for being here. And of course, my son, John. John, how you doing? John is first. John, how you doing? Davo, papi, how you doing? Good to have you here. Bobby Yakuzo, how you doing, papa? Frugal Dad in la casa. Hey now, how you doing? LA Shadow, how you doing? That is a cool emoji right there. How you doing, LA Shadow? Thank you for being here. Garrett, how you doing? Wepa, papi, wepa. The wepa is real. All right. Snow squall coming in, John. Uh-oh. Bobby, you're going to freeze out there. Matt, what's up? What's up, Matt? Johnny Jimenez. Johnny, how you doing? Memphis Mike. Hello, fellow credit junkies. Cheers. I love it. Johnny Jimenez, how you doing, puppy? Thank you for being here. Frugal Dad Peter, I'm drinking a margarita in my... Thank you so much, man. I wish I had a margarita right about now. John, thank you so much for the super chat. Nice to start it off that way. Thank you, papi. I appreciate you. HGM en la casa. Buenas noches, papi. How you doing? My girl Stacy's Travel Point, evening from Ohio. It has to be brick in Ohio. I'm not even going to play myself. It's got to be colder there than it is here. Ivan, how you doing? Wepa, papi. Thank you for being here. And I got Mr. MIA, Mr. 305, Wepa, Juan Garcia en la casa. How you doing? Juan Meow Mix. How you doing, papi? Thank you for being here. Guys, I'm going to bring up, we got 3 guys that are fire. They've been hitting me up for the last, they're always on our lives. I mean, and one in particular is the guy who finally got his wallet, thanks to Mr. 1099 himself, Xavier. But I'm going to bring up to the stage first so that you can see the face behind the wallet. Dalton's in la casa. Dalton, how you doing? There's the wallet. Yes. Yes. Dalton, how you doing, papi?
I'm doing good. How are you, Mr. Barreto?
Good. Please call me Joe. I feel like I'm in school with my students, Mr. Barreto or Mr. So Dalton, tell everybody what's going on. What's up with you? What's new? Where are you? Where you signing in from?
Coming at you from California, Northern California. Very cold.
I can tell because you look like you're brick and freezing in that car. So I don't know. If you need to start the car to warm up, I get it. But I thank you so much for being here, Dalton. We're going to be coming back at you in a second. I'm going to introduce the other 2, and then we're going to get right into it. Okay, puppy?
All right.
Next, we're going to bring up a man that has traveled, and he sends me the most awesome pics, tells me where he's gone, and I love hearing from him, and that's Manuel Jimenez. Manuel, how you doing? Manuel, thank you for being here. I appreciate you, puppy. How you doing? Say hello to everybody out here.
Oh, I'm doing good. Good evening, everybody. So I'm just down the street from the Northern California guy. I'm down in Sacramento. I'm down in Sacramento.
Oh my God. All right. Yo, yeah. Manuel now has the coolest hair ever I've had on this show. Honestly, Manuel has that hair I always wanted. I don't know if you guys remember, what was that movie with Salma Hayek and the guy that wore the black leather coat, but he had the long hair and I always wanted that hair. So but I love it. So thank you for being here, Manuel. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me here.
And we got next coming in from New York State, my man, YouTube experiment. Finally see the face. Jesse's here. Jesse, how you doing? Thank you for being here, Jesse.
Great. Yes. I'm originally from New York City, but now I'm in upstate New York for the past, 9 months.
Freezing your butt off there too, huh?
Yeah, it's probably like 10 degrees colder than the city.
Jesus Christ. The only one that's not frozen right now seems to be Manuel. So I don't know. I think I'm going to chill with Manuel there for a minute. But
hey, I had to turn on the heater when I got home.
Oh God, really?
It's cold
Don't even
right now.
try.
It's cold.
I thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna go over the last group in the chat, and we're gonna jump right into it and introduce yourselves. Okay, puppy? We got 42 people already here, and it's quick. We've only been on a couple of minutes. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Hit that like button, mi gente. I want to say hello to my man Luis. Hola, mi gente. Hola, Luis. How you doing? Thank you for being here, Luis. We got AJ's Travel Adventures. Hello, AJ. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate you. And here's John with his comment, of course. About time you got that wallet, Dalton. Everybody was on the Dalton train right here, trying to get Dalton's wallet. The absolute legend. There's the face of the legend, guys. Frugal Dad Peter's in the house. And Frugal Dad Peter's the one that won the wallet that I gave out on Christmas for the Christmas Eve giveaway. So we got 2 wallet winners here on screen right now. So that's awesome. Then I got my Euro man. It's Lazy in la casa. Hello, hello, hello. It's Lazy. Wepa, papi. How you doing? Everybody's saying hello to everybody's here. That's here. Sean B. Sean, thank you for being here, papi. What's going on? I appreciate you. Zorro. I don't know if it was Zorro. Was it Desperado? It was one of those movies where Salma Hayek was hot. I mean, that was back in the day, but she's still hot. Lisa, how you doing, Lisa? Thank you for being here, my love. I really appreciate. Lisa hit 5,000 subscribers. Lisa, wepa to you. Congratulations, my love. Your videos have been fire. Thank you, Lisa, for being here. I appreciate you. Everybody saying hello to Jesse. Look at this. Look at this. John is back to the platinum. I saw that video. Upstate is broad. Matt is also upstate. Where upstate are you now, Jesse?
I'm in Sullivan County.
Okay, so I think Matt's not too far from there. So, well, I got Tristan here, who's bone chilling, freezing in Ohio. Tristan, thank you, Papi, for being here. John says, hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Great to see faces match up to the names. Absolutely. You guys is funny because we see your names always in the comments and we're like, what do they look like? I wonder what. And when Manuel came out with his hair, I was like, damn, I want that hair. So,
I haven't had that hair since I was in high school.
yeah.
Hey, in high school, I think mine was a little bit longer.
Oh, yo, but you must have been the flyest dude in the house. And let me tell you that. I so appreciate you guys being here. Sky Gel, ¿qué pasa? Hello, hello. How you doing? New Yorican, how you doing? Hello, what's going on? I love it. I love it. So look at this. You got Matt saying Sullivan's the beginning of the hinterlands, home of the Borscht Belt. Absolutely. Juan Meow Mix, what's going on? Now, I want to start off with Dalton, being that you're the youngest, I believe, in the group. Dalton, tell everybody a little bit about you. So what you do, what you up to, and what got you into this game.
All right, I'm 25 years old. I do marketing consulting, and basically credit cards. I never really thought much about it. Never really used them until I caught a couple videos here on YouTube about all the get out of it and the protections and the benefits, and it got me thinking. I'm making these purchases already. Why not do it with credit cards and get rewarded? And so that's kind of what started this whole thing. Subscribe to all the big channels on YouTube and haven't looked back.
Oh, welcome to the dark side. I don't know if that's a good thing, but But Jesse, talk to me, Papa. What brings you here? Because you've been around for a minute on everyone's channels. Talk to us.
Well, I started points and miles to travel here in the U.S., mostly for family events because the family spread throughout the country. That's what I've been using the miles for mainly.
Now, so you don't do cashback?
I do have cashback as well.
But you prefer the miles and points and things like that?
Miles and points, but like up here, there's like Walmart, and I found out a hack to get 3% at Walmart.
And which card is that?
The Blue Cash every day.
It'll code it as
at least my local Walmart. It does.
Oh, that's fire. Okay.
The way if you swipe it, you'll get the 1%. If you do the Walmart Pay,
right,
connect the Blue Cash every day, it codes as an online purchase.
Yo, that's fire. I didn't even know that. Okay.
Oh,
Because it
so
reminds me of what John says here all the time. John has what is it? The Walmart. It's a neighborhood Walmart or something, because we don't really have Walmarts where I live here.
I have just a regular super center.
Okay.
Oh.
I think John has more of the marketplace one that he talks about. Manuel, talk to us. Where are you, Manuel? And what got you into this? Because you really go to town on it.
Yeah, well, before it was just back in the day, some 30, 40 years ago, you just needed a credit card to rent a car, stay in a hotel. Um, so it was necessity, but I think it was more around what was it, 4 years ago, I really started getting to some cards that gave you more points to travel. And I think in December of 21, I got the Navy flagship, and that opened up the door for a lot of things. But I also over time converted my Marriott card to a Ritz-Carlton card, and I love that card. And
Now, this weekend you sent me a picture of you in a Ritz-Carlton. Tell everybody where and what you used to get that room.
it was at Marina Del Mar, which is along the coast of southern part of Los Angeles, and I used points and some cash, and it had lounge access, and the lounge access at Ritz Carlton is the bomb.
Really?
Great food, free adult beverages, and then I got a $40 credit for the restaurant or bar. So we went to the downstairs to the bar. One drink cost me $30, and I said, "Let's go back to the lounge." And then the quality of alcohol in the lounge and the food was excellent, excellent.
Wow.
And so I use my Ritz Carlton quite a bit, and it also comes with a $300 travel credit. And so my siblings and I, and some other folks, were going on a cruise, leaving from Miami to go to the Caribbean. But on the way back, we're all flying through Denver. So I think I'll probably use that credit to get us all in the Centurion Lounge.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you guys, Manuel has sent me over the last 6 months different itineraries, pictures of where he is, where he's staying, what he's doing, and it's mind blowing. I mean, you travel a lot. How often do you travel, Manuel?
Well, unfortunately, not enough. I've been grounded for the last 4 months because I had eye surgery.
Gotcha.
So I can't fly. But my last airline trip was to Rome, and that was in October. We went to Italy and Greece, and traveled with my siblings. I used my United points to fly first class Polaris on a nonstop from San Francisco to Rome.
Wow.
And it was great. And then I used points coming back to fly on Lufthansa.
Right.
And it was economy plus or premium economy or something like that. And then when I went to the airport, I upgraded to business class, which business class on that airline, I think, beats almost any first class.
Really?
Domestic. It was great. The food was great. The alcohol was excellent.
You guys noticed the theme here. The alcohol was
wine.
excellent. I don't know.
Enjoy my wine. So, and it was great. I mean, the whole airline trip cost me $800, and that was just for the upgrade to last minute. Wow. And then I stayed at the Hilton the first night, and then I rode the train up to Assisi for just the night, which that didn't work out that great because the G7 was having a big meeting in Assisi, so I couldn't go anywhere.
Wow.
Like law enforcement walking around with machine guns and everything. So, and then there was a train strike, and that slowed things up. And but then I stayed 2 days, 2 nights at the Waldorf Astoria in Rome. Excellent. I mean, that was Uncle Luke's recommendation to stay there, so I did.
How many points? Would you mind sharing with us how many points that was?
You know, I don't recall. For the flight, it was like 200 and something on United. Um, and then on Lufthansa, it was like I can't remember that one either, but it was well worth it. I mean, and so now I'm trying to build up. That's going to be my goal this year is to build up on Chase points and American Express points and try to maintain my status on United. That's I think when we first started talking. You told me about that little hack about getting 1K because I had 1K before in United
Right.
and I didn't quite make it the following year. So I did that hack. I got it. And then I got sick towards the end of my time to get 1K. And so I didn't fly that much, but I did end up getting platinum for the year.
Oh, hey, what the heck?
Yeah. So I got platinum status all the way till the end of this year.
That's wonderful. Thank you, man. Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing that.
No, and then with the 1K status and platinum, I've been able to get status on Alaska, Southwest, and then of course now with Alaska, since they're merging with Hawaiian Airlines, now I have status with Hawaiian, and then of course with status with Alaska, you get status with on America Airlines.
Okay, you guys hear this, right? He lost me at the first one. I need a scorecard to keep up with you. I swear to God. Thank you for that, Manuel. Thank you.
Oh, what is the 1K hack?
It was a place where you pay like $4.99 or something like
Fly
that.
Basis.
What?
So if you go to Fly Basis or basisperks.com, you can get the status there for 4 months. But I'll share this with you guys now. If you do it once, United now has a cap on how many status matches you can actually get. So you might have to do United, then you can go to Delta and so on and move it around.
Exactly.
Yep. I just found that out like a week ago. I kid you not.
Yeah, and if you don't fly United right now, I think that same organization has status on other airlines as well.
Yeah, it has Delta and it has American, and it also has hotels. So it's a good way if you know you're planning for that dream trip and you want to go and take advantage of status. That's the way to do it easily. Honestly, Manuel could tell you he was the first one that did it with me, and he wrote me right away telling me he got upgraded on a trip that he did. Immediately. So it's worth it. It's worth the money. Honestly, I think you texted me best money ever spent for an airline. But let me go into the chat for a sec. Memphis Mike, off topic a little tonight, but a big shout out to Joe for that amazing interview with Calvin. Calvin was dropping prices information. Memphis Mike, I really appreciate that, Memphis Mike. Calvin has been amazing to all of us in this community. And Calvin for anyone that doesn't know, Calvin from 850 Club Credit, we did an interview last week. And he is just like this ball of knowledge and he's actually one of the few FICO certified people out there that knows the ins and outs of credit scores and all the other stuff. And what he did in that video was just amazing. So thank you for that, Memphis Mike. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate that. So we have here, let me see who else in the chat. Yo, look at this. Manuel, a savage with his redemptions. LA Shadow, you are not kidding. I'm telling you right now, that is savagery at its best. I swear to God. We got Chad's Money Minutes in La Casa. Yo, Chad. Chad is actually traveling, and Chad is on his travels. He's going to put up a video coming up, but I could just tell you this. The man is a baller, and all I'm going to say is he's traveling and doesn't really have to sit down. He can lie flat. We're going to leave it at that because I don't want to ruin what he's putting out. But that's how Chad rolls. So, Chad, thank you for being here, Papi. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And here we go. Wait, look, Dalton, your man right here, Xavier ID, member for 9 months. Xavier, thank you, Papi, for coming through. As always, 9 months, Papa. Xavier, you are the man. Dalton, are you happy where you did you in case Xavier missed it? You still got your wallet there, Dalton? Show him. There you go, baby. Yeah. Oh, look, is that a Wells Fargo card in the back?
That's a AAA card.
Oh, that's the one. I want that card.
That's just a membership.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to get that credit card to do the 3 times and 5 times and either the super centers and gas and an EV charging and stuff. They got solid cards. But Dalton, I'm happy that you got that wallet, man. We were cheering for you. You and your wallets was like Kevin with his missing the membership chats, like when they send them out. So, but yep, there you go. Look at that, Xavier. You saved them. Dalton and I have the same wallet. You guys do. Peter has the same one. I love it. That wallet is fire. So, and not many, Ekster has been really good about it. And actually, Matt Clausen reached out to me because his wallet, he had an older version of a wallet and the button wasn't working, the at the bottom, and Ekster reached out to me and they're going to send him a new one. So, their customer service is next level. I'm getting a message here from Anthony. Let me see. I don't know. He just wrote YouTube featured. I don't know what that means, but he sent me a snapshot and it says YouTube featured. I guess that's a good thing, guys. So you guys are on a YouTube feature right now, which I've never had before. Wait a minute. Is that Barretto Brown? Hold up your wallet again. Is that Barretto Brown? Yeah, I look similar to Barretto Brown.
Similar.
Just saying. I don't know. But
They're cognac.
cognac,
color.
right? Yeah. But thank you so much. So, I'm going to go to Dalton now and then Jess. Dalton, you're young. You're 25. What have you, before we went on, you wanted to ask a question about taxes and credit cards. Ask the chat what you want to ask them. Go right ahead.
All right. So for the chat, I'm looking for a good card for tax time and for I was telling Joe, my car registration falls the same time. So this is the best time for sign up offers. So put your suggestions in the chat.
So you're looking to pay your taxes.
Pay taxes, pay registration. That should, for most cards, it should be about halfway there for most subs.
Okay. Now, how expensive are the freaking registrations in California?
It's
you really want to know?
You really want to know?
It's that bad. I'm looking at Manuel and Dalton, and I'm like, that has to be high then.
Depends on the age of your car. If it's a new car, it can be quite a bit. Close to $1,000 a year.
I got
depending on the car.
My car's a 2017 Focus, and I pay about $58 for registration, and then I don't think I need to smog this year, but then once your car hits a certain age, then you got to smog, and that could be pretty pricey depending upon where you go.
So how much are you looking for a sub?
Probably I'd say between 300 to 500 for sub.
So right now, Dalton, are you using more cashback cards, I'm guessing?
I run about like a hybrid setup. So right now, if I do cash out, you get the points, I usually will cash out. But right now I'm building a points bank right now. Right now, I'm putting all my spend on my Freedom Unlimited. When I signed up for it, I got an offer to double all of the multipliers. So
wow.
Yeah, so like the standard multiplier is 1.25, something like that.
Right.
So it's double that.
Oh, okay.
And double what you get on the restaurants, double what you get on all the categories, and that was good for 1 year.
Oh, okay.
So I'm building up my Chase points bank right now, and then probably middle of this year, I'll get the Sapphire preferred, so then I could transfer.
Absolutely. That's a smart move. Well, we got some people giving suggestions right now. So let's see. We got first. I have. Oh my gosh, 808 Wireless. How you doing? Aloha, wepa wepa. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you for being here. Very kind of you to come through. Thank you. Chatting Patel, how you doing? Happy Tuesday, everybody. How you doing, Chatting? Thank you so much. Happy New Year, Papi. Juan Checo, 95. I use City Double Cash for taxes. That's a good pickup, the City Double Cash for your taxes, because it's not too far off what you're doing with the unlimited on the Chase side. So I can see, Juan, that makes sense. For taxes, I could see that. John wants to know what ecosystem. So you're in Chase, I'm guessing, right?
I
Or
got
do you have anything else?
I got Chase, I got Amex, and I have City.
What Amex do you have?
I have the Blue Business Plus.
That card is fire.
Yeah.
That's the foundation card for Amex, because it's the 2 times on everything. You can get rid of all your other cards for high annual fees, and that keeps all your points in a solid spot.
Yeah, I signed up for it. They sent me an offer in the mail, $300 worth of points.
Oh, okay. So that's 30,000. That would be about 30,000, right? Okay. Yeah, right now they're running a deal for 70 or 75,000 points, and you have to spend 6,000, which isn't bad for a Blue Business. I think that's the most they put out right now. So that's awesome. Guys, we have 61 people now. You guys are killing it here, so I appreciate that. Mi gente, thank you. Hit that like button, guys. I really appreciate it. Tristan says, I'd rather light my money on fire than pay California taxes. Tristan, that's why you're in Ohio, Tristan. I get it. Thomas, how you doing, Thomas? Thank you for being here. Are you okay with business cards? Yeah, I was going to ask that, Thomas. That's a good question, but he has the Blue Business. You know, how long have you had that card, Walter?
I've had that card for about 1.5 years.
Okay, so you've had it for a minute. Okay. So you're good with that. We're going to see what else everybody else has to say here that has paid their. If any of you have paid your taxes using a card, let me know, guys. I appreciate it. And which one? Ian, how you doing, Ian? Good evening, Papi. Thank you so much for being here. The man, the myth, the legend. Another kid in the books here. Jordan Rules for Credit. We will have Jordan on soon on our channel. I believe this weekend coming up on Saturday. So Jordan will come through. Wepa, happy Tuesday, Jordan. Jordan, you better get ready for that wepa, kid, because we ain't going to go easy on you. Tariq Flex Games, late check-in at the gym. Yo, Papa, thank you for being here, Tariq. I appreciate you. Kevin has a question here. What are your highest limits? Jesse, I'm going to let you take this one. What's your highest credit limit?
It's probably with Navy Federal. I'd have to look. I don't even know offhand.
So more than 5,000, you would think, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Navy Federal. Manuel, you said that one too, right, Manuel?
Yeah, I got the Navy Federal flagship, and my limit's 41,000.
Jesus Christ. Yo, that's buying car money.
Well, you know, I use it to buy a condo.
Okay, there you go.
I think mine's around 20, but I could you can request a credit line increase with Navy Federal every what?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, they're really good at giving you limits too. I mean, I can't remember what my first limit was, maybe 20,000, and then I'd go back and ask for more. And then I stopped at 41. When they gave me 41, I didn't ask for no more. And then a couple months ago, they said, "Hey, do you want the platinum card?" And I said, "Sure." And they gave me a $25,000 limit on that one.
Damn, they're giving you like Amex charge card limits. Honestly,
Yeah, well,
that's huge, because the charge cards technically have no limit, but they kind of do.
Yeah, they do.
That's amazing. Wow.
If you want a high credit line, they're there for it.
But for that Navy Federal, you would have had to have been a part of the military, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Was part of the military, and I still qualified.
Yeah, or family members. Yeah.
Oh, family member. Got you.
But it's not just the immediate. It goes.
Wow.
And also in reverse, grandchildren. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, good. No, thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. So John says he's used Amex cards to pay his taxes the last 3 years. I have too. I've done it on my Amex Platinum to meet the sub. I've done it on the Gold to meet the sub. Different things like that.
Yeah.
Memphis Mike says, I run my Amex Gold with my Blue Business Plus, and my Emerald points are going up faster than our national debt. That's true. That's a good way to put it, Memphis Mike. I love that, puppy. Thank you for sharing that with me. Doug, Don Kim, how you doing? Finish work. Wepa, how you doing? Thank you for coming through. And I hope you had a great day, Don Kim. I appreciate you, Pa. Thank you. Oh, Ian just gifted a membership. Ian, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Good looking. And again, I'm guessing Kevin did not get it. Oh, God. We're going to have to do a GoFundMe to get Kevin's freaking membership here. So, thank you for that, Ian. I appreciate you. CJ Bautista, you made it. No, Puppy, you're never late, kid. You're always on time. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here, CJ. AJ's Travel. I have a Hilton credit card for Hilton that gave me a 25,000 limit. That's great. Bro, that's fire. What the heck? No. That's awesome. Don't ever. That's good to have there. Okay, and Thomas has a question. Are we talking about property taxes or income taxes for you, Dalton?
Income
taxes. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
They got rid of one of the issuers to pay income tax.
Really?
Yeah, there's one less.
I wonder which. I gotta look that up. I haven't gotten anything on that. Okay, I have to look. You know which one I know doesn't? Robinhood Gold. The Robinhood. They don't. It specifically says it. And Chad tried it last year, and it didn't work. They just denied it.
I'm talking about one of the issuers for if you go to IRS website, and there used to be like 4 companies that process the payment.
Oh, that process. Okay, got you.
One of them is gone.
Well, the other 3 are probably chomping at the bits. Let me tell you. So, CJ says, Dan, Kevin, you still got that umbrella up. Oh, man, no. You don't want it, huh? You don't want it, Kevin. It's okay. Jonathan, happy 2025, Joe and friends, back in NYC from holidays in Spain. Great, Jonathan. God bless you. I hope you had a great time. Working on a sub for the Hilton Honors Biz card. I'm new to this. Don't know how to use the $60 credit through gift cards. This is what you do. I literally got today. Damn, I left my folder upstairs. I got 2 gift cards in the mail today from Hilton because they're a little bit behind. If you try to get it now, you still might get the yellow bubble that says that they're still out of stock.
Oh, no.
But Jonathan, you have to go to HiltonGiftCards.com. When you go there, it's going to give you the options of which to pay. The problem with your $60 credit is you're either going to have to buy a higher gift card amount for it to cover it, or if you do the $50 one, you're going to lose $10. So there's no in between. It's 50 or 75. So you're like in no man's land there. So you go to HiltonGiftCards.com. I got both of mine today, and I applied for them January 1st. So it's not terrible. It was 14 days. It wasn't too bad. But that's what you have to do, Jonathan. Just check out Google, because if not, if you go to the Hilton website, you'll never find it. HiltonGiftCards.com. Then you're going to select the amount. There's 2 sections. There's one that says personal, and there's one that says business. Go to the personal one. Do not do the business one. It's a whole other ball game. Just do the personal one. Okay?
So you can buy the personal gift card on a business credit card.
Yeah, you can. I did that with the Amex Business Platinum. I was able to get their gift cards. Actually, I was able to double dip. I got it in December, and then I got it now in January. I make sure I re-upped it quickly, you know? Yeah, Kevin lives in California. He needs to pay a crazy amount of taxes. You're too funny. Kevin, I love you, Kevin. You're too funny. Used to be 3, now you're down to 2 processors. Oh, wow. Now it's 2. All righty. That's oof. But you know what it is? I guess, you know, some people, the churners will do it for their subs, and I get it. I remember seeing last year, Ben Hedges, a Credit Shifu, how he opened up a card just for his taxes because he pays it for his business. Remember that? And then he used it also to meet the spend to build his house in upstate New York. So I get it. But if you're willing to pay the interest on it that they're going to charge you, that's your business. If you want to pay whatever it is, 1.8, 2.8, whatever it is the fee is, that's on you, Now, Jesse, let me ask you this. What redemptions or what cards have you opened up have you done in the past year, and what are you going to do moving forward?
Past year, I actually took a break from opening cards.
Really?
Yeah. The last one I opened was, I think it was the Wyndham, and that was like a year ago or so.
Okay. So have you used any of the Wyndham points to book Wyndham hotels or anything yet?
I was just banking them for now, but I have to use them because they have a 3-year shelf life.
I'm in that same boat. Right now I have 187,000 Wyndham points, and I have to use them within the next 9 months.
I think you could go to a Caesar's property still.
So I'm going to do that because I have no, and just even if I don't want to stay in a particular, I'm going to have to just start using them because I don't want to give them back, or lose them for what?
But it happened to me recently with my second highest credit line, which I don't even keep in my wallet. I'll show you why. It's this one.
What is that? What is? I can't see it.
The Amazon Prime Amex.
Oh, okay. So for through Amex, not through Chase. Okay.
Yes, through Amex, right?
Okay.
So I keep it. I don't keep it in my wallet because it's mainly for Amazon purchases.
Right.
And recently, I was doing things, so I wasn't by my phone. And then, like 15 minutes later, I checked my phone, and I see a pop-up saying you have a $6.99 charge from Amazon Digital Services.
Right.
I didn't pay for anything. I checked both accounts because you know how if you have a business account, then you also have a personal account.
Right.
I looked at both. It wasn't there of a purchase. So I canceled the card, and they're asking me, "Have you ever used this merchant before?" I'm like, "Of course."
Right.
It's an Amazon business card. Of course, they use it on Amazon. So they send me a card right away, and it says it in the app that we're sending you a new card or whatever, right? And I didn't think much of it. And then I get an alert like a week or two later from Amex app saying fraudulent activity. Please contact us immediately. And then I also get an email. And the email is more in depth, saying there's like over $900 at what store was it? GameStop, but it didn't go through. It was declined. So I called Amex. First, I put in a different Amex card I had because they wanted the card number and PIN, and it wasn't my another one of my Amex cards. Finally, I got to an operator, and they said there was somebody tried purchasing on this card, but it was the new one that they sent me.
Get out.
So I never got it, and I'm like, I never activated it. So someone just went to GameStop with the card unactivated, and it was declined.
So they must have stolen it from before you got your hands on it.
Exactly.
What the heck?
But it wasn't activated.
Yeah, but still, it's scary that somebody got to it before you even got your hands on it.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah. But you got the credit back. They didn't. You're not responsible for the charges.
No, it never went through. It wasn't activated.
Got it. Okay. No, that's crazy. Are you getting another card now again?
Yeah, and they're gonna send another one.
The gift that keeps on giving. What the heck? This is crazy.
But
My God.
what I like about Amex, they alert you on everything, on every charge.
Yeah, it pops up quick. Yeah,
Chase does it too, but
Right.
Those are really important settings to have on your account.
No, you're right, and I appreciate it. Sometimes it's annoying, but it's worth it.
Not insurers offer that.
Yeah. Dalton, now that you're getting deeper into, you're going to start getting deeper into the game. What is the goal for this year for you?
So this year, I'm sitting right now at 324. So I can get some chase cards if if a good offer comes up. And right now, what I was thinking for tax time was dipping into the ink cards possibly. But besides that, I did get in September, I got my my Marriott Bonvoy Bold card for the sign up offer because I knew I had a trip coming up. So it was easy sub. Got 20,000 Marriott points and a free night certificate that I used on my trip.
Oh, cool. Where'd you go?
So, San Jose.
Nice.
Yeah, so and the hotel wasn't that booked, and so because I had silver status from it, they gave me a room upgrade.
Yo, that's awesome.
Yeah,
people think that just because you have silver doesn't work, but silver does give you status no matter what.
Yeah, and always tip the front desk. that always helps.
I like that. Always tip the front desk.
Always tip the front desk.
That works. Damn. All right.
But I do plan on upgrading it to a Ritz-Carlton card because most hotels that I don't travel too much, but when I do travel, I usually do stay at Marriott's, and their certificate should more than cover a free night at anywhere I plan on staying. So that plus the other benefits just from it being a Visa Infinite card should be more than enough for me to justify the annual fee.
Got you. Okay. Well, before I ask Manuel, just so that you guys know, I got 2 new cards, which I'm going to hold off on telling you which ones I got because I have recording the videos tomorrow, but 2 new cards, and I added about $900 to my annual fees. So much for cutting back and trying to lower my annual fees. Again, I have this problem, guys, and Anthony Venture knows better than anybody else. My problem is I go to bed so late that literally it was about 12:30 in the morning. I was texting Chad, Sledge, and Anthony their opinions on whether I should do it or not at 12:30 in the morning, and I did it. So those will be coming up, and you know the way that it came off great. So I got a couple of surprises for you coming up this week. I also want to mention tonight, and Memphis Mike mentioned this earlier. If you haven't seen the video with Calvin, please check it out. Calvin really broke it down in terms of the changes coming for banks because of the FICO scores, the Vantage scores being the ones now that are going to be looked at more, different things like that. And he knows his stuff. And, you know, he knows the details, the intricacies of it. And I really think it's worth a look. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. It will really, you'll get a lot out of it. So you should, you know, do yourself the favor and check it out. I want to thank Thomas for becoming a member. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Kevin, what is fraud for, puppy? Which one are you looking at? What, I don't know what you're referring to, but bourbon bubblegum. Sounds like an inside post office job. Credit card fraud. Do you, Jesse? I don't know if you can respond to that one.
I can't respond to that.
You can't respond. It's an inside joke, but guys, Jesse knows. I know why Jesse can't respond to it.
Does he work for the post office, Jesse?
I plead the fifth.
Blink if you. Manuel, you sure you're not a detective out there in California?
I'm a therapist, so I can read people.
I love it. I love it. Oh my God. Steven Iazi. Steven's one of my nephews. Steven got two new credit cards and couldn't buy ice cream for us. Steven, really? Steven, that's how it's gonna be.
What?
Oh my God. Well, we lost Manuel. Manuel, you went dark there for a minute.
Okay.
Arnold Peters, how you doing? Thank you, Arnold. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Arnold's been coming through to all of our lives, and Arnold, you are appreciated. Thank you. The Amazon Business Prime one. Okay, so I guess he was referring to that, Jesse. And then I have HJM. What are the benefits of having business cards if you don't have one? I'm going to start that answer, and I'm going to get the guys who have business cards here to give me their perspective. So, HJM, businesses could take on different things. 2 years ago, when I would put on YouTube and I would see people say, yeah, you could have a side hustle and get one. And honestly, I was like, yeah, right. You know, and I'm older. So I'm like, yeah, you know, they're just, you know, full of BS. And the reality is, when you start getting into this, you can get the business cards without having that type of business, a brick and mortar business, or something that's just sales, or something that you're, you know, buying and selling and things like that. My channel is an LLC. So I got my business card, which my first one was the one you have, Dalton, the Blue Business Plus. And it was an easy get. They gave me 10,000 out the box. But what you guys have to remember is, your first business card, they're going to look at your personal credit hard the first time, because they have nothing else to base it on. Okay. So the benefit of a business card is this: for me, I keep everything separate. So if I purchase on Amazon, like Jesse was alluding to earlier, that I have Amazon Prime personal and business. When I buy my equipment, my lighting, my whatever behind me, on the business side, I do it. And I use my Amazon business card from Amex. When it's for household stuff that's personal, whatever, I use the other side of it, and I use my Chase Prime Visa card for that. So it's a good way to keep things kind of neat and clean for tax purposes, for tax reasons. And it also helps strengthen the more business cards you have. I went from 0 cards in 2023. I have 13 now. And my business credit score is from 1 to 100. Business credit scores are different than personal. So I started at a 21. And I remember I was embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, I got a 21. What the hell is this? And it was because I just started. But now my business credit score is 83. So I'm in the top tier of business scores, because it's also then length of business time, credit lines that they extend to you, your payment history with them, and then how much you diversify across ecosystems. So I have Chase, Amex, and what's the other one?
You have
Barclays. So, you know, it's good to do. So if you can pull off having a business card, go right ahead. I thought it was BS, like I said, but it's the honest to God truth. You can get one by just what they call a side hustle, or something you do on the side that you get paid for. You know, you open up a bank account and start.
There's
Jesse?
also benefits, like
You broke up.
if you have a larger for business, so you make that on a business credit card, it won't up on your personal credit.
Excellent point.
Unless you default or something.
But you know, you make an excellent point. I forgot about that, guys. If you're making a huge purchase where your utilization would take a hit on your personal side, you put it on a business card, it doesn't hit your personal side. You know, and that's why people wonder, like, how could you have such a high credit score with so many cards? It's because I balanced them out. I have almost an equal amount of business to personal cards, and I'm careful on how I use them and where I use them. And, you know, I'm able to maintain that. But that's a great point, Jesse. Thank you for bringing that up to me. So Kevin is saying for you, I'm
with Amex specific.
what was that? You broke up on me. I'm sorry, Jess.
The other thing I like with Amex on business card, when you apply, I keep my credit frozen. I don't get pull. It was only the initial hard pull when I opened up personal card.
Right. Once you have a relationship with Amex, they're pretty good with you. They don't pull you again. So now Kevin is saying here, a CSR or Delta Platinum. I can't get the Delta Platinum card because I have too many cards with Amex. The CSR would be a product change for me, and right now I don't really need it. So that's why I'm not getting that. But Paul Milani's here in the house. Call Milani, thank you for being here, papi. Wepa, saludos, papa. How you doing? I appreciate it. Jonathan says, where can one have free access to business card credit scores? Do any of you know? Because then I can say, do you guys know?
Well,
Manuel, Dalton, any of you guys know?
Mm-mm.
So I learned this from this gentleman online, which he has an amazing YouTube channel. Carlton Dennis is his name. And I got a Dun & Bradstreet number. Once you have an established Dun & Bradstreet number, your business is then recognized, let's say, where you can look up and see what it codes as and so on. And then I set up an Experian account with my business under that same LLC using my EIN number. Then they were able to manage and tell me. I would get alerts and they would say, your score drastically changed. And that could be good or bad when you get those emails. And I would say, oh my God, did I take a hit? And it was no, that's when it started going up. But here's the thing. When I had less business cards and the credit lines weren't as high, when I used them, like the personal side, the utilization was high and my score came down. So it kind of functions the same. So keep that in mind, guys. Just because it's a business card, you also don't want to go to 90% utilization rate and put $9,000 on a $10,000 card because you're going to burn yourself in the long run, especially if you want to open up more credit. Or if you want to open up business loans, they're going to see that and they're going to deny it or give you a low credit score, a credit line. So, Jonathan, that's how you get that. Jonathan, hit me up at the credit card connection at Gmail, and we can go back and forth with that. If you need any help with that, puppy, I will help you.
But
HDM, you're welcome for that, papa.
Is that free to get a Dun & Bradstreet?
Yes, Dun & Bradstreet, great question. Dun & Bradstreet is free. The one with Experian, I paid $19 a month. And I did it because I wanted to learn about it to bring that information out to the channel. So that I did it the first year. I don't do it anymore because I know already based on how that first year went, what my credit score is. And I keep getting approved for them at high amounts. So I'm guessing I'm doing all right. I didn't want to just throw out, $20 a month just for the heck of it, See, Lonnie's saying he doesn't have to, unfreeze his credit. Thank you for that, Lonnie. What's up, Gunna? How you doing? What's going on? Wepa, papi. I appreciate that. Kevin says, start slowly, then move on from there for your business. Always move slowly, Kevin. You're right. That's the best way to kind of go about it. Manuel, I want to ask you, and I hope you're feeling better from your eye surgery. When can you start flying again, and what's the next big trip for you and redemption?
Well, my doctor said probably the end of February.
Good.
Unfortunately, I was supposed to go to Jerusalem next month. I can't go. But as soon as I can fly, I'm going to go to Mexico for a week. And then in March, we're flying to Miami to get on that cruise with my siblings and one of my nieces. So that's a pretty big one. And then I'll be going to Maui for almost 3 weeks.
I can't with you. I swear to God, I can't. And he says it with like I'm just gonna go to Maui for 3 weeks, bro. Like so nonchalant.
Yeah, well, I retired from county government several years ago and several times.
Okay.
And so I work right now, and I actually started a nonprofit several years ago when I retired and work with folks with mental illness. And then I merged with a larger nonprofit agency, and I got this sweet deal. I basically get paid for 20 hours a week, and sometimes I work 30 hours, sometimes I work 40, sometimes I work more, but they allow me to go whenever I want, wherever I want. And thank you, God, for Zoom meetings.
That's true. You could work from anywhere. That's so true.
Yep.
If COVID did anything positive, was that you could realize you don't necessarily have to be physically there. You can do it from wherever.
Oh, exactly. Like these last, I'm not supposed to be driving,
Right.
so I've been doing a lot of work from home, and so it's good. It's good. It's
Wow.
a blessing. Even though I'm bored as hell, it's a blessing.
Well, the thing is, and guys out there, like I said earlier, you had to see. Last year, I kept getting these texts and pictures from Manuel, and he was the first to ever really do that to me. And it was amazing to see. You remind me of Vincent Pasquale, who I'll have here one day, and he does the same. Like he traveled to Egypt with his mom and sent me these amazing pictures from Egypt. So Manuel, so for your trip, let's say if you go to Mexico, do you always use points? Do you use cash, or do you do both?
I use a little both. Because you have to spend money to earn some of those points. But the thing is, like Alaska had this great direct flight from San Diego to Cancun, and I have status with them, so I don't have to buy a first class ticket. And I've gotten upgraded first class several times. Remember I sent you a picture of God, can't think of his name now, but we both flew to
Sebi.
Hawaii.
Sebi, you were on
Yeah,
the.
he was
He
was
literally
there with his
was
wife.
across from Sebi and his wife. It was the
Yeah.
funniest thing.
Yeah, and yeah, so they got upgraded also. So that's what I like. I get like Sacramento's a regional airport, and again, like I've gotten upgraded to first class just having silver on United.
Wow.
And because it's not a hub for United, right? And I think that's some people don't understand that, because if you don't, even though it's not a hub to somebody, it doesn't mean you're not going to get upgraded. I think you have a better chance of getting upgraded, right? Because even Sebi says he doesn't get upgraded on United out of San Francisco because it's a big hub for them. I mean, you're in competition with all these people who have, so much status, all these business folks who fly all the time. Right.
And I'm glad you said that, because that is my problem here where I live. Newark is a hub for United. Newark, and being in the tri-state, listed as a New York City airport, anybody who's flying business for United will go through Newark, not JFK, not LaGuardia. So I've gotten better opportunities being upgraded when I'm not, like you just said, out of a hub. So sometimes, and correct me if I'm wrong with the guys here, if you've done it, where let's say Delta's not as big in Newark. If I had status with Delta flying out of Newark, I have a feeling my odds might be better because not as many people use that as their way to get out, because their flights are limited. And I usually fly into Jacksonville in Florida, but Jacksonville has a Sky Lounge, a Delta Sky Lounge there, which is funny because it's a small airport.
Yeah.
You guys ever, Dalton, Jesse, you guys ever get upgraded on any of the airlines for having status or anything?
I don't fly enough.
Okay.
About once a year.
Again, like if you can just get that one status, I don't care if you pay for it. Like you were saying earlier, Joe.
Right.
Get that 1K status, even if it's temporary, because all you got to do is show you make photocopy that your status card, and you can get status with all those other airlines, and that's what you do. I mean, my brother has a status with Southwest, and you can get a status with other airlines with just the A status on Southwest.
Wow.
So
Okay.
so you can do that. I mean, I just got status with Canada Air because of my Titanium status with Marriott. And I
You have
got
titanium with Marriott.
yeah.
Jesse,
You know,
Dalton, are we doing something wrong? What are we doing here, guys? I'm gonna just
Is that all
defer and bow to Manuel
that from
because
a certain credit card?
well, you know what? I'll be honest. You know, I said earlier I used to work. I retired from county land, so really, county land helped me get there. You know, because I was a director in several counties, and um, you know, you have to go to meetings all the time. Some you have to stay somewhere, and we just hold state meetings, and you know, Hilton, Marriott, Hyatt, and I was able to get status just by going to meetings in a lot of those places. And then, you know, as the years go on, the longer you have status for so long, you get a lifetime. So I have lifetime platinum and
Wow.
titanium, which, you know, unfortunately, they don't get lifetime titanium anymore.
they used to, though, right? That was the
Yeah,
deal.
yeah, they used to, and lifetime ambassador, um,
Wow.
but but no longer.
Well, you
So,
know what,
and
guys? If you don't want to get a credit card, the program that Manuel and I use, Flybasis or basisperks.com, you can buy for a year and a half the status for Marriott, Hilton, and Hyatt. The most expensive one is the Hyatt Globalist, and they charge you $1,200 for a year and a half of status. I don't know if that's worth it or not to people, but if you were going to stay somewhere at a Hyatt, you know, it might be in the long run, but for at least a week or two. But every other status, like I believe for Marriott, they'll give you the Platinum Elite for $599 or something like that. So it's not terrible. It's almost what you would get if you bought the card. Like if you had the card, I think the card is what, $650. So you know, you're
But
kind of there.
the card gives you other, you know, like a coupon
That's
book. So
that's the
it
thing.
might be
You'll
more
get other stuff, right?
no, and Joe, I keep on going back and seeing your video on the founder's card.
Yeah,
You know, because you can't learn sometimes just on one watch of a video. You got to go back and watch it. Because I know, like the founder's card also gives you status with Marriott. They do a status match as well.
they'll give you Hilton Gold off the bat, and then they had an easy kind of if you only did 10 stays, which is easy to get platinum. I thought that was easy,
Yeah.
you know. So it's something to consider because again, it's not cheap, and I get it. I get it's not cheap. Um, Kevin has a question here, and Kevin has a really Kevin. I'm glad you brought this up. Any updates for Wells Fargo and Citi? I do have an update on Citi. And I reached out to Citibank this morning because I saw the Doctor of Credit online had an article about waiting for a for the new Elite card, the Strata Elite. And when I called, finally, where my connection is at the branch, the guy said that they expect it to be released sometime at the end of February, the middle of March. He couldn't give me an exact date, but they pushed it again back from January. But he kind of sounded a little bit more definitive in that it would be a March release. So thank you for bringing that up to me, Kevin. Wells Fargo, nothing yet on the Beyond, but for Citi, it looks like the Elite is coming. And the tip-off was that I saw it already mentioned on the Doctor of Credit. So thanks for that, Kevin. I appreciate you keeping me honest with that. Phil Mo, I forgot to say hi to my boy Phil. Phil Mo is one of the coolest and sweetest guys ever. Phil, I say hi to Carrie for me, Phil. God bless you, puppy. Thank you for being here. And then we have a question for you, I guess, Manuel, that I think you have the Alaska card. Would you get the premium credit card?
Oh yeah, yeah. In fact, I signed up for the new card. Well, you know, the get my
The wait
500
list?
points. Yeah, and I got my 500 points on the 9th.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so did
Nice.
my brother. So they issued them out. And what I like about it, because I'm hopefully soon I want to get back and do some more overseas travel. And from what I understand, they're going to give you something like 3 points on all purchases overseas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, international travel and so I'm going to use the heck out of that card.
That's awesome. Thank you. So, Kevin, that was a great question, Kevin, because You hear what Manuel is saying, and he has it. So he has the Alaska card. So that's awesome.
I flew them once. Well, round trip. Once round trip. They're good. That was like 2 years ago, maybe 3. But right after I flew them, they cut that route. And
okay. So it's more West Coast, right? Alaska is a more West Coast based.
Yeah. They used to have a direct flight from Sacramento to Maui, and then they got rid of it during the pandemic, which really sucked because a lot of my family members, we all go to Maui, and it really sucked. I even wrote the CEO, when are you going to implement it back?
And it's funny, people forget that some of the smaller airports or whatever, or routes that may be underutilized a little bit. So where I have my home in Florida, I fly to Jacksonville because it's the closest airport to get to it, right? It's between St. Augustine and Daytona. If I fly to Orlando, I hate Orlando Airport, and it's like 2 hours to get to the house. Jacksonville is like an hour and 20 minutes. They used to have a direct flight from LaGuardia to Daytona, which is 20 minutes from the house. And that was the most amazing airport. In and out, the Daytona 500 racetrack is right there. And they cut the only way you can get to Daytona now is to stop in Atlanta. Who wants to do that and go through 17 miles of terminal to get to your next flight to get to connecting? I don't want to do that. So that's part of the problem, so I wish that they would really utilize, or at least bring airlines to fill those needs in those underutilized airports, because we would benefit. Like I know there's one now called Breezeway or Breeze.
Yes, yeah, Breeze, yeah.
And I'm hoping that if they fly out of here to Daytona, because I know it's in Daytona, that would benefit me. Jonathan says here, so the trick to status upgrades is to fly out of secondary and smaller airports. Yeah. So not the hub of the actual, like United for me here in Newark, right? Or JFK. What's the big one for JFK? Would it be
American
Delta or American? I forget.
I think it's American.
It's American, right? Because I was a kid. We flew out to Puerto Rico all the time. So I think you're right, Dalton. And San Francisco is it United as well?
Yeah, United's a big one. I think, they have everybody over there.
What was that, Jesse?
I think Delta is also big at JFK.
Yeah, Delta has their, and it's funny because Delta has a really nice lounge that I've never been into in Jacksonville, because it's either the Delta lounge, Jacksonville only has 15 gates, I think. It's small. Side A and side B, literally. And then they have a small priority pass lounge, which is trash. They closed it to renovate it because it was horrible. But, I want to go into that Delta, but for me to fly Delta to that airport, I have to do a connecting flight. And it's only a 2.5 hour flight. Why do I want to stop after an hour? It just, it's painful. It's just too painful. CJ, the website is, I'm going to tell you right now, puppy. Unless you know it by heart. Do you know it by heart, Manuel?
No, but you know what? I would encourage everyone to go there.
I know. Remember, I got poo-pooed for putting it up there.
Yeah, I know you did. But you know what? I used it, and it was great. And I definitely took advantage of it.
It's basics. It's basisperks.com.
Basis or basic?
Basis. BASIS. Perks.com. I think you can see it better there, right? Basis
really.
Perks. And then what you do is you go to the bar and you're going to go to where it says buy status. And you'll see the offers. And literally, you can get Premier Platinum, just to give you guys an example. So Premier Platinum on United, $299 for 120 days, 4 months. Premier 1K, $399 now for 4 months. Delta Platinum, $399 for 3 months. Platinum Pro, $399 for 4 months for American Airlines. Executive Platinum for American, $499, and that's good for 4 months. Then Globalist tier, like I was telling you, is $12.99, and that's good through March of next year. Platinum Elite for Marriott Bonvoy is actually higher than I thought. It's $9.99, and that's good through March of next year. But they'll give you the gold tier at Hilton for $249 and diamond tier at Hilton for $699. I don't think those are worth it because for that you get the card and you get other benefits with it, and it's just cheaper. But honestly, for the airlines, you can't beat it. If you want instant status, that's the way to go.
But the goal too is to achieve that status in that time too. So if you know, like I always fly United for the most part, and so I came close. If I never would have gotten sick that last month, I would have made it.
Right. Now, CJ saying Founder does a challenge for Marriott, but only for the first year you have membership. Yeah, because what's happening now, CJ, and I spoke to the gentleman that owns Basis Perks. It seems that because so many people were doing this thing with the status upgrades and matches, they're limiting it to one per person. So there is a workaround. And I'm going to share this with you guys. If you took out the status, let's say you have United and you have your United number and you use it on that number, on that status, if you created a new United account, you can get it again. That's literally what I was told. He goes, if you want, I can get it for you, but you have to create a new account. And I was like, do I want to do that? Not really. You know, I don't need it that desperately, but that's the workaround. So if you do it with Delta and you create a second account, which is basically another email or whatever, then you could do that. That wouldn't be an issue, but that's how you would get it twice. So BJ, thank you for that. Gonna receive 500 points. Oh, he got it also from Alaska Airlines. Good for you. Kevin, I think I'm burning my last 524 slot with the new Alaska card, but I found out Bank of America has a 312 rule, or if you have a checking account with Bank of America, you have a 712 rule to follow.
Yeah. One of the things I do is I open up checking accounts also for their bonuses. So I opened up an account with Bank of America, and one of the things I found out too is I get 10% more points on my Alaska card.
Really?
So I'm keeping my my B of A checking account open.
So just by having a Bank of America checking account or a savings account, I'm guessing as well, right?
Yeah.
They give you then the opportunity to open up. They give you more leeway into the number of accounts or whatever.
Yeah, and then plus, if you have the Alaska card, they give you 10% more points on those purchases that you made.
Bro, look at this. And look, to show you, Kevin is 18, but look how smart he is. Do you guys have a channel? Because he knows what he's getting from you guys.
Yeah.
So,
you know, I don't have a channel yet, but maybe soon, because I think I'm the oldest guy in the group, right?
Well, I always am, but thank you.
So, one of the things I'm going to have to do is start downscaling, because I also know you don't want to put your retired when you apply for a credit card, right? I was recently going to apply for the Barclays AA card right there, because that card's going to go away, but I want to get that bonus before it goes away. And they ask you, and this is the first time I ever saw something like this. What are your sources of income? Do you get Social Security, a pension? The list goes on. And I'm not going to put that. I work.
I'm so happy you brought that up, Manuel. And I thought about that. One of the guys, when I first started doing this, before I met Anthony and Sledge and Chad and Caesar and them, they said, I don't know if it was John Liang or Ben Hedges or Sebi or one of them said, you never want to put retired because they'll give you a harder time to get approved, and they'll cap your so what I did was when I opened this up as an LLC, I'm not retired. I work.
Right, exactly.
They don't ask you for a stub. They don't ask me for W-2, right? But I work.
No,
So
exactly.
that's exactly why I did it. I kid you not. Thank you for bringing that up because that is the honest to God truth. That's so good that you said that. You never want to put retired. If you guys are retired, don't do it. Don't.
Yeah, so
You don't want to
exactly.
put
So
self-employed either.
What was that?
yeah,
You don't want to
exactly.
put self-employed either.
Yeah, no. Oh, hell no. No.
Yeah.
Own your business or whatever, or LLC. I won't. And then they tell you what's your title in it and whatever the hell. But I've gotten lucky that after I did the LLC, I noticed that my limits were higher then, even though I do get a pension from New York, you know? So, but thank you for saying that, Jesse. I appreciate that. So Gunnar says SoCal works. At Kevin at Joe, considering starting a channel. CJ, papi, you got our support here, papa. Anything you need. It is a pain in the butt, Kevin. San Francisco is United and Alaska. Okay. CJ, there's a Bank of America offer of 300 checking bonus for 2K. What's
Direct deposit.
Direct deposit. So now let me ask you guys. Some people get around it by doing an ACH transfer from one bank into it, right?
Yeah, correct. Yes.
Now, some banks I've noticed lately, if you read their terms, it'll say ACH transfers not eligible for promotion. You could deposit the 2,000 in, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the bonus. So just saying that because I saw that I think SoFi or Ally Bank were one of the ones that said that.
I've been doing actual direct deposits.
Yeah.
Before when I was self-employed, I just didn't do them. But now it's just like an added added income.
So you became a permanent employee with the US Post Office, huh?
Even when I was well, if you go to my channel, YouTube Experiment, you'll see that I work there.
Yeah.
But
that's so cool. That's true. Jesse does have a channel, YouTube Experiment.
Yes.
And Jesse, type it in here, puppy.
I think it's /@ youtube.experiment.
You could, puppy, if you want, put it in the comments. You have access to do it.
I don't know.
Oh, that's right. You don't have, that's right. So Kevin wants to get the Alaska Airlines card.
No, you don't get it, and actually,
if you career direct deposits work.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you have a business, the Alaska Airline card is offering an upgraded bonus. I think it's 70,000 right now.
Now, do you know if they hit your personal side?
I do not know that.
I'm trying to see if they have because I have. But you know what's funny? Oh my God! I swear to God, you mentioned this. I've never flown Alaska in my life. I do all of these things. People think I'm full of crap when I say it's for the channel. I opened up an Alaska account, and right there it says available miles 500. So I guess I got it. I didn't even realize it. Without taking a flight, I got 500. So that works. All right. You know what? I might just do the business version of it so it doesn't hit my personal side.
Yeah, because there's so much talking about with Alaska Airlines right now about what they're going to do with their credit cards. Because with Hawaiian, right? Because Hawaiian right now is with Barclays, and like I have a Barclay business credit card, a Hawaiian business credit card. So I don't know, like, is Barclay gonna, or is Alaska, well, not Alaska, but is Bank of America gonna accept those business cards from Barclay and open up an Alaska business card for me, or I have one, or I have to apply? Because I know back in the day I had a Barclays Apple card.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and when they got rid of that, they just gave me a Barclays MasterCard.
Got you. Okay.
So who knows what they're going to do with that? Same thing with the Barclays AA card.
The Barclays card, is that still a card that you have, or
Yeah, no, I still have it because I had some time with it.
because if you go to Barclays, everything is co-branded cards
Except for this one.
except for
I
that one.
mean, yeah,
That
because I remember it used to be, like I said, it was an Apple card at one point.
I think
And
Uber also had a credit card that Barclays got rid of,
yeah, I don't know, to be honest with you.
but
I don't have that card.
I don't either. But I'm just saying it's weird how all their cards are co-branded and they're burning bridges with some of the co-brands.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of thinking that maybe they might go back to Apple. I mean, that would be like something because no one knows what's happening with the Apple card right now.
Mhm.
What if they went back to Barclays?
True, because it was supposed to be Chase for the longest time. They haven't done it yet.
Yeah, or American Express or Capital One.
Well, we now have CJ here saying, I guess he's bookmarking the basis perks page. Also, CJ, the gentleman who runs it, his name is Xavier. You tell Xavier I sent you. They will deal with you personally. I kid you not. So the other Xavier, that one that hooked up Dalton, as Dalton looks like he's in an eclipse now. Or Dalton's getting darker in his car. The they took care of him. So if you email them as well, hit me up, CJ. I'll send you Xavier's email, and you could deal with him directly if you want. If you want to bypass the website, I can do that as well. So
Yeah,
whatever works for you will work.
I won't let you know. I didn't win anything, so I had to go buy my own wallet.
No, Manuel. But as we like to segue, because it's been a minute, it's that time, mi gente. Check out the Ekster Wallet Pro in Wepa Red or Barreto Burgundy, whatever you want to call it. But the wallet has been fire. And right now, because I have all these cards, but 2 of them are new that I just got, but the video will drop this week. And the card is fire. And the packaging that it came in, honestly, you're going to see is one of the nicest packaging, to me, even better than the platinum unboxing. Remember I said that today. Better than the platinum. So check out the referrals if you're looking for an extra wallet. All the referral links on the bottom. It does help the channel. Hit that like button, mi gente. We're going to do our wepas in a minute because we've been on an hour and a half, but I want to go through here. CJ, hit me up again. The credit card connection at Gmail, CJ. I'll go everything. Oh, you have my number, CJ. Text me and I'll go over everything with you. AJ, please put your channel here, Papa. Just type it in so that we can share it as well. I love sharing info here. Do me that, I appreciate that. Kevin, the founder's card. The founder's card was great, Kevin. It's a great membership. It's not a credit card. It's just a membership. So ACH transfers are ones that you do, Tristan, that they know is not going to be a regular from a job. You're doing it from your own account with your own money. That's the difference. That's why. So some people, if they want it to be the regular thing where you're going to be putting in your work check, let's say, stuff like that. So it's not a dumb question because I was wondering myself until somebody clarified it for me. Thank you, family. Been on the top of my mind since I started the Harvey, started making some redemptions. Yo, that PR trip is going to be fire. And I expect Dalton, if he gets out of the dark, to go to PR. Jesse, I want you to get some sunshine in PR. Manuel, you like the sun. I know you'll be there. All right. Well, so it says Bank of America pushes out transfers as ACH. That works. US Bank was really easy, just pushing money from outside to their account to get the checking bonus. Okay, great. QC man, thank you for being here. I appreciate it, QC man. Thank you. AJ says he's going to use Hawaii miles going to Hawaii for 3 weeks. Yo, you should hook up with Manuel. He'll be there for his 3 weeks. Stacy, travel points. I have the personal Alaska card, applied for the Hawaiian personal and business cards, along with hubs and personal Hawaiian cards. We should hold 250K Alaska points, hopefully for a trip in Japan. Nice. Yes. Yo, that's amazing. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's good.
Stacy, drop your channel again, my love. I appreciate it. I want everybody to see it. Anybody that has a channel here in the chat, I don't mind. Please put your info there so that people could see it. It's all about sharing here and caring. Sharing is caring. Remember that. All right. Leanne, how you doing, Leanne? Good to see you here. Happy New Year. Have a Barclays Rewards MasterCard. Wow, when you apply coming out of bankruptcy, and Barclays is a pain. So I'm surprised. Wow, that's good. God bless you. Thank you, Leanne, for that. They used to have the credit card with Barclays. Uber, it says, right?
Yeah.
Kevin, good night, Papa. You got to do your own stuff. Good luck in school tomorrow, Papa. Take care. Yep, CJ, I got you, CJ. Leanne wants the Alaska cards, but despises the Bank of America.
Hey, well, apply for the Hawaiian card and hopefully it'll turn into Alaska card.
What was that again, Manuel?
Apply for the Hawaiian card because it could turn into the Alaska card.
That's a good point. Leanne, you heard that. Apply for the Hawaiian card because it could become the Alaska card. He's right. So that's a good point. Thank you, Manuel. City Gunner says City checking accounts, enhanced deposits, which can be ACH transfers and not DD for the checking sub. City checking sub right now is $4.50. I've had City for 40 years. I've never had a problem with Citibank. United Quest card for Joe that I can see. Kevin, you're on the right path, Kevin. I'm going to give you that one, Detective Kevin. Xavier, Papi, PR is going to be great, Papa. Thank you for being Xavier. Xavier, I hope you're doing well in California, Papa. We love you, and I'm just hoping you and your family are doing great. Tristan says, I work for a bank, so it's a kind of a dumb question. Tristan, it's never a dumb question, Tristan. Come on. Yo, AJ's going to Vegas. Yo, bet on black. Bet on black. That's it. AJ, put your channel down in the comments, AJ, please. Stacy, you're welcome, my love. Phil Mo, don't have a channel, but 2 subscribers for some reason. Barclays used to be for people building credit. Now they just give people a hard time to get their credit.
Oh, they sure do. They sure do.
God, that Barclays
that was crazy.
Card was a nightmare. A nightmare for the Wyndham's card. See, look, Manuel and the Hawaiian card to Alaska. Hope so. And then you have, would the Hawaiian turn to Alaska still be worth with Barclays, or would it end up B of A?
Every B of A. BA wants to control it all, just like Citibank wants to control American Airline cards.
Yep, no, that's true. That's true. So, guys, we're going on past an hour and a half, and I'm losing Dalton to the dark. Dalton, do you have anything you would like to say, Dalton? You might have to use your light on your visor.
Yeah. Just go to the light. Go to the light.
Go to the light, Dalton. Go to the light. Dalton, what do you have to say to everybody, puppy?
I'll just thank you for having us on, Joe. It's a lot of fun to be on with you guys with the chat.
So, Dalton, you know what I'm going to have to ask you to do, even if it's in the dark?
Hey, can we do it all together? Can we do it all together?
You know, we've never done that.
Yeah, there's 3 of us. Let's do it all together. Well, the 4 of us. Let's do it all together.
Yeah, but then I'm going to be louder. So I'm going to let you 3 do it, and I'll do one for all of you. Fair enough?
All right.
All right. So before we do that, give me 1 second. I just want to make sure we got everybody here. Barclays is like Monty Python. I told them, fax me another driver's license. It's true. Everything is faxed with them. Fillmore, Dalton Vader is freaking me out. Oh, look, Juan Amex. I subscribed, Tracy. You got this. All right. Wepa Harmonize is coming. It's coming. All right. All right. Okay, that's good, Leanne. Don't lose that. If you've got a history with a bank, it's great to keep it.
Yeah, exactly.
So on the count of 3 in the dark, because I can't even see Dalton's teeth or eyes anymore. There you go. All right, now it's even creepier because you got that shadow look. So I'm gonna count you guys down, and then you're gonna do a wepa. Whoever wants to outlast the other, that's on you. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wepa! From out in the woods in New York.
Oh, damn! It's that mountain air that got to you. Jesse, yo, you guys, that was cool. Thank you. That's the first harmonized wepa. Gunner, you hit it right on the head, Gunner. That was awesome. I appreciate. Where are you? Where are you? That was awesome, Gunner. You're right, guys. Manuel, thank you. Manuel, you have anything you want to say to everybody?
No, it's just some of my goals for this year is to kind of redefine the 35 cards I have, get rid of a few, maybe apply for one or two more, but not much more than that, and do more traveling.
Well, first and foremost, I hope you heal better with the eyes and that they don't give you problems anymore. Number two, I want to thank you for the past year sharing all your stuff, personal stuff with me and your trips and your, it really makes a lot. It does a lot for me because I value that. I really and truly do. And I thank you for that, Manuel.
No, and you folks who have channels, you give us a lot.
Thank you.
I've learned so much from all of you. The list is on and on. Drudra and Uncle Luke and even all these young folks. Anthony and Jake. Can't think of Jake's last name. Mercury or something like that. Yeah. I told that guy he should do stand up. Either that or going to therapy.
Manuel, if you ever need anything, if you ever start your channel, you got all our support here. Jesse, I thank you, puppy. What do you want to say, Jess, to everybody?
Thanks for having me on. I think also my next credit card, I'm gonna try, Joe. I'm gonna try get the Venture X.
Oh.
I'm gonna try.
Hey.
That hurt me in my heart.
Hey, I'm gonna have my nephew put me on as a authorized user.
Well, the way you travel, your nephew would kill it on points because it'll be all.
But I can't get a Venture X either.
Wow, no, well, I didn't figure you would,
Yeah.
But thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you. I want to thank you. I got comments here. Andrew has his channel. Is AJ's Travel Adventures. Andrew, nice to meet you. So now we know your name is Andrew and not AJ, or if that's your nickname, that's cool. But thank you, Andrew, for that. People check it out. 9.7 on the Harmony scale. That's high, guys. That's good, guys. Good stuff, guys. Like always, very informative. Andrew, puppy, if you ever need anything, hit me up. We can talk. I'd like to have you on as well. Philmo says 8.5 each. All right, yo.
Hey,
people have gotten 0.6 here. Like,
hey,
look what Liza did.
Hey, we're going tour.
You're going to go on tour?
The three wepas.
Lisa's giving you a 10 and fire. Woo! Look at this. 8 out of 10. Gracias, Señor Joe. Papa, I love you, Jonathan. Que Dios te cuide. Jordan rules for credit. My man, Jordan, great life. Thank you so much. Garrett, thank you. Juan, thank you. Do or do not. There is no try. I love it. I love it. AJ, I'm going to leave that there, right there. Now, guys, I'm going to give my 3 guests a wepa because they've been following us. Everybody here that has a channel can tell you they are always there. And this is why I love bringing people on. You guys feed us the energy to do what we do. You help us when we need help. You show us that we're trying to do something that's helpful and worth it. So on behalf of Manuel, Jesse, and my boy Dalton, and we're covering from East Coast to West Coast, all right? I want to give you guys this wepa. Here we go. It's not going to be as good as Jesse's, I think, because Jesse took it to the end there. But my vein is going to pop. 1, 2, 3. I love you guys. I thank you guys for being here. Stacy, my love, we're going to find you there. You already got somebody that subbed. Everybody, thank you for the super chats and the memberships. John, thank you. Frugal Dad, thank you. Xavier, as always, thank you so much. Ian, you tried again. New member Thomas, thank you so much. Filmo, thank you for being here. You guys are the reason why we do. Look at this. Wepa so strong, the mic can't keep up. 9 out of 10. I know it wasn't a 10, but I got to get a new mic because this mic doesn't hold it for some reason. I don't know. I love you, Tristan. Andrew, all right. Wow, you got denied the first time. You know what, Andrew? That's okay. A lot of people fail the first time they tried their driver's license, right? And they still drive, and they're like 60 years in, so it's all good. But I want to thank the three of you for being here. Mi gente, I thank you. Next week, I'm going to have Jackie Lavalier, who's got her channel, and she's been burning it up in this space. Jackie's going to be with me next week, and we have other surprises coming up in the next couple, guys. You'll also see me this weekend, I'm sure, as we bring on Jordan. And look at this. Lost your hearing. I'm so sorry. So I want to thank you guys. As always, you guys could be anywhere else. You chose to be here. QC Man, thank you. In at the gun. Thank you so much, QC Man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. It really does help, guys. You have no idea how much. Skyjo, thank you. Huépale, I like that. Huépale, I like that. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for being here, mi gente. But like every week we end it, I thank you for giving all of us the privilege of your time. Thank you so much, mi gente. God bless you. We love you. Take care, mi gente. See you next Tuesday. See you then.
Yeah, we do weddings and quinceañeras.
That's right. Quinceañeras especially. God, I love you, Manuel. Take care, mi gente.
All right, bye.